In the crazy times that we're living in, where differing opinions seem to be getting louder every single day, it made me wonder, what happened to Coexist? Do people still believe in that? You remember the bumper stickers that were everywhere for a hot minute. Maybe you even had one. While I was in Salt Lake City, I came across a place called Mosaic Interfaith Ministries. What really stood out to me was the interfaith element. Do all these different faiths get along, or is it kind of a case of too many cooks in the kitchen?
What are you?
An idiot sandwich.
If you go to their website and click on the Contact Us, you'll see it says to make a spiritual direction appointment with Reverend Dr. Leslie Whited, text or call. The spiritual direction element is what really stood out to me too. How would the organization direct someone? Would there be bias towards certain religions or away from others? How could you not bring your own biases into the conversation? So I went to investigate that and what Mosaic does. Leslie and a member of the board, Addis, were nice enough to take some time to meet with me. Just wanted to add a quick note here too. Leslie is not a nobody here. When the Olympics had come into town in 2002, she was actually chosen to be part of the Interfaith Council.
Olympics here. I was on the spiritual direction team, the religious chaplain
2002?
team. Mm-hmm.
Okay, very cool.
I learned that the number one demographic that they help is recent immigrants. A lot of these people are literally just trying to get their basic needs met. Food, shelter, housing, and a job. Nothing else. Mosaic does provide other services though. Some include translation services, getting your blood pressure checked, and even some workout classes. In my conversation with Leslie, I learned that she got her doctorate in liberation theology.
Yeah, when I went to seminary in Chicago the second time for my doctorate of ministry, it was in liberation theology and mission leadership.
Looking back, I wish that I had dug into this a little bit more. I had never heard of the term liberation theology before, but according to ChatGPT, it is Christianity interpreted through the struggle of the poor and oppressed. There's an emphasis on justice, social change, and God's solidarity with the marginalized. Supporters see it as living out the gospel in solidarity with the poor, making Christianity relevant to real-world suffering. Critics argued that it sometimes blends Christianity with Marxist political theory and risks replacing spiritual salvation with political activism. But digging into the spiritual direction piece, Leslie recommended that I check out Spiritual Directors International. According to their website, they're a global educational nonprofit committed to supporting and growing access to spiritual direction, spiritual companionship, and the deep listening. Open questions and compassion are healing modality offers. In short, we are an invitation to be your true self. This sounds really interesting to me. Honestly, my first gut reaction is it's kind of like religion shopping. Maybe we get to sprinkle in a little bit of Jesus. Maybe we sprinkle in a little bit of Buddha. We sprinkle in a little bit of Allah. If that sounds interesting to you and you'd want to go religion shopping with Spiritual Directors International, maybe we can do a little experiment. Let me know in the comments. Let me know what religion that you would want to explore. Jumping back to my time with Leslie, she mentioned that she would never try to force her views onto somebody else. When a client comes in, it's really just more about listening and maybe asking some thought-provoking questions.
What about someone who's like unsure, I guess? Like, there is some bigger thing out there. Is it Jesus? Is it, Allah? I don't know. Sure, there's this bigger force. Like, what might a conversation with that type of person sound like?
Well, that's where I would probably say, where do you see the holy or the bigger force in your life? And you would explore it with different language. Like
more neutral language, I guess.
Well, like, what do you call it? Or do you have adjectives that you use to describe that force in your life?
Okay.
It would depend on the person. You'd really tailor it to them, and it's more about listening, and then just a few really well-placed questions. And you never push. I would never push how I see the world. What are you seeking? What might be a question for a beginning? Like, what are you seeking? What do you hope to receive from this? The person does really drive
the direction, in a sense.
Yeah.
When I asked if a person is asking about truth or why evil happens in the world, things like that, Addis was quick to point out And he pointed out a couple times, we don't have those types of questions here. Food, shelter, job.
Someone's like, I'm seeking truth, I'm seeking answers of why things happen in my life, or, why there's evil in the world, all these things that we'll never have a perfect answer to, I think. But
we don't have that kind of question here. No, Mosaic, like I say, food, beginning, the first thing is food. If the referral, if they need apartment, house, job, mostly she refers job to others. That's what she's busy with that.
Leslie talked about how she does brief spiritual counseling.
But this is where I do it differently. Like,
Yeah.
I have some books over there about it, but I picked up this book about brief counseling, and I thought that's what I have to do with spiritual direction. I took a lot of training in seminary and with Spiritual Directors International first, but then I thought I need to do brief spiritual direction here,
like,
because
you only have so much time.
People don't have that kind of luxury. I mean, most people here don't have the luxury of an hour, and they certainly wouldn't be able to pay for it.
And she's right. It is a luxury. When you look at Maslow's hierarchy of needs, things like morality, religion, and purpose are at the top. When you're looking for food or shelter or thinking about how you're going to pay your bills, you're not thinking of things like Christianity versus Islam versus Buddhism versus atheism. All that stuff goes out the window. I even experienced this in my own life. There was a time when I was making minimum wage and I was sleeping on my brother's couch. The differences between Christianity and every religion were the last thing on my mind. I was just thinking, I need money. I got to meet some other nice ladies at Mosaic, and they told me about their day-to-day activities. And talking about spirituality really isn't at the top of the list. Going back to what Addis said, it really is those core needs.
Sometimes I'm translating from the other language for the people, the students they are coming here to. I'm doing for the diabetic and blood pressure for the people to take care of them.
I'm here to teach people for yoga, food bank, blood pressure too, same with her. And I'm here to give you people women's diaper and wipes.
Very important.
Yeah, very important. We have English class for refugees because the people came any countries no English.
We are all CHW. Me, I speak 5 languages.
5 languages?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
5 languages, yeah. English. I learn English.
Yeah.
We learn Spanish too. And I speak French and 3 other languages from my country.
Wow.
I'm from Togo, West Africa. We have class with the new women who are pregnant for the first time. When they are pregnant, we teach them how they can eat healthy foods and take care to the kids and breastfeeding. And the one who don't like to breastfeeding, we propose them some formula. And we give them diaper, wipe, anything for baby.
I was able to dive a little deeper with Agnes, and she kind of confirmed evangelism really isn't at the top of her list. Really, just be friends. You can see when I asked her about her Catholic friends here.
You're not necessarily trying to get all your Catholic friends to come over to your church or anything like that. No, just be friends.
Yeah, just friends.
Give her a like, give her a comment.
Yes, I'm wearing a black shirt now because editing this one has taken forever, guys. So if you like it so far, please hit the like button. But this whole journey really made me think of how awesome it was to see people who are just willing to take time to serve the community because they know it's the right thing to do. It honestly got me thinking about myself. And when was the last time I sacrificed my time to help out my fellow man? Yes, I've been a summer camp leader and, I help my nieces and nephews sometimes, but I think helping someone who is in true desperation, true need of literally food and shelter and things like that, it is a little bit different. And so, Leslie, I just want to commend you and your team for doing that. It's really awesome to see. Leslie brought up a good point about how a few churches, because attendance has gone down for some of them, service has kind of ended up on the back burner. And younger people are just seeking community. I've been guilty of that myself too.
But I suppose the denominational structures still tend to put church first. service second.
Sure.
I think they go together.
Yeah.
I believe they go together.
When you say like putting church first and service second, you're saying like...
I believe that because there are dwindling numbers, they do tend to just put all the focus on the congregation, you know?
And we need to put more on the community as well.
Well, to me, it just makes sense, especially given age interests. I'd say 40 and under are much more interested in the community. I mean, I'm generalizing.
Yeah.
Of course, there are people like me in their 60s who really love the combination, but I believe that, yes, people are much more community-minded.
This made me think of James 2:14 through 16, where it says, "What good is it, my brothers and sisters, if someone claims to have faith but has no deeds? Can such faith save them? Suppose a brother or sister is without clothes and daily food. If one of you says to them, 'Go in peace, keep warm and well fed,' but does nothing about their physical needs, what good is it?" Leslie, thank you for being so kind and welcoming me in, a total stranger with like 0 subscribers at the time when I came to visit you. You still carved out the time to meet with me and chat with me, and I really appreciate that. If you find yourself in Salt Lake City, please consider donating resources or your time to Mosaic Interfaith Ministries, and I think you'll find that it's worth it. If you made it this far and found value in the video, please hit the like button, hit the subscribe, let me know your thoughts in the comments, and I will see you guys in the next one.